Hi there, YouTube people. It's your good friend Paul with Shall Learn Arts back with another video. As you may recall, in my last video, I discussed my journey with the paleo diet and the good things that it's brought to my health in my life. You may also recall that I talked about how, since it was my birthday, I went off the paleo diet and ate some things that were not approved, specifically a lot of cheese. Went to one of my favorite Mexican restaurants and had a couple of nice burritos with cheese all over them, and then on another part of my birthday weekend, went and had a nice big triple bacon cheeseburger with lots of Swiss cheese all over it. And I talked about in the last video how that did not sit too well with my insides and was overall an unpleasant experience. And I also talked about how the food didn't even taste as good as I thought that it would. And that my overall cheat that I looked so forward to ended up really not being all that much fun, and probably not something that I'm going to continue to do. I may lessen my diet restrictions around the holidays to eat some of my holiday favorites, but as far as going completely off the diet and ingesting a bunch of cheese or a bunch of other dairy products, don't know that I'm going to do that again, because not only were the effects more noticeable this time than other times that I've cheated before, but as I said, the taste of things just really wasn't as good as I remember, and everything just really didn't taste good. And that's one thing that I've really noticed after having stuck to the paleo diet for a couple of years, is that when I do go off the diet, or when I do eat something that's not paleo approved, whether it's out of choice or necessity, these things don't taste good like they used to. Things that are loaded with refined sugar and stuff like that, they're gross to me now. They don't taste sweet, they taste disgusting. Things that once tasted pretty decent, like for instance, chicken strips from KFC. They used to be okay to me, and I used to eat them on a fairly regular basis. Now they taste fake. A lot of fast food now, even taking a bite of it here or there, it all just tastes fake. So to me, that just reinforces the benefits of the paleo diet and how much good it really does for you, and how good it really is in terms of eating real food and not eating a bunch of fake processed stuff. But that's really not what I wanted to touch on in today's video. Another side effect that I noticed after having only gone off the paleo diet just for the weekend, that was just that Friday and Saturday. That was the only 2 days that I went off the diet. Not only did I have the other unpleasantness that I've already touched on, but I also, in the span of just a weekend, gained 6 pounds. Yes, that's right, 6 pounds. From one trip to a Mexican restaurant and one trip to a burger joint. I gained 6 pounds. Now, was that probably due to all the cheese and bread and excess fat content and simple carbs? Of course. But it really shocked me that in the span of a weekend, I put on 6 pounds. Now, the reverse is also true, because after that weekend, of course, I went back on the diet, and about a week and a half later, I'm back down. The 6 pounds is gone, and I'm back down to my normal weight, and I feel good again. So really what I'm wanting to do with this particular video is to illustrate that maybe not necessarily going strict paleo might not be for everybody, but I certainly would suggest to everybody watching that you really consider eliminating all processed food from your diet and all refined sugar. Because just by simply doing those two things, you will be amazed at how different you feel and how much better real food will taste. Because after all, guys, we're not made of all these chemicals that we can't pronounce that are in so much fast food and so much processed food. And it's been proven time and again that refined sugar is one of the main contributors to just about every major health problem that we currently have in the US and the world. So there's definitely a lot of science to back up the fact that eliminating sugar and processed foods from your diet is definitely a good idea, and something that we should all strive to do. And maybe, just maybe, if we all quit eating all this processed crap and refined sugar, maybe the big corporations that pump out all this crap for us to eat will take the hint when we all stop eating it, and maybe they'll start making something decent and worthwhile to eat, even if it's not as cheap. Probably not, but we can hope. So that's all I had to say today. It's kind of a follow-up to my adventures on the paleo diet, and I'm going to continue with that diet. I'm not always super strict with it. I may occasionally eat some rice or some peas or green beans or other things that aren't necessarily paleo approved, but I do definitely stay totally away from anything processed, no refined sugar and things of that nature, and stick with real food and real food only. Hope you guys do the same. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy. Love you.